The address is CBS. Welcome home.
What? Hold it. I don't know what you heard or what you think you heard.
You said that you were paying Molly. What for?
You misunderstood.
No, I did not misunderstand. I know what I heard. And don't lie to me. Now, what the hell is going on between you two?
Nothing.
Don't say nothing! I am not leaving here, Lucinda, until you tell me the truth.
Dr. Harris, excuse me?
What?
I'll need your ID card.
Your what?
Well, it's standard procedure when a doctor's put on suspension.
How do you know I'm suspended?
Dr. Hughes, I'm afraid I'll have to insist.
Look, will you keep it down? I don't want anybody to know. Not until I have a chance to tell them myself. Not the doctors, not the staff, especially not my patients. All right, understood?
Of course, doctor.
Hey, Hey. I'm here, so I'm ready to go. Can I get started?
Won't be long now. Have you read through the material?
Yeah, sure. Last night, no problem.
Have you called any of the survivors on the list that Dr. Foley gave you?
Well, you know, frankly, I thought I would respect their privacy. I mean, besides, I've seen a lot of chemotherapy working here, and I get the idea. You know, nausea, hair loss, lack of appetite.
Well, there's a lot more to it than that, I'm afraid. Chemotherapy involves very powerful drugs with serious side effects. You need to know what they can do to your body.
I told you. I read it. I mean, fine. Thinning scalp and body hair, decreased blood counts, nausea, chemically induced...
That's right. It means you might not be able to have children.
Well, hello.
Where am I?
Memorial Hospital. You were involved in an accident.
Am I?
Well, you had a rough night, but you're going to be fine.
Julia, it's Hal Munson. I think you can answer a couple of questions. We need to know what happened. Do you remember anything?
It's so hard. There was a car and...
Easy now. Take it easy.
Julia, I swear I'm gonna get the creep that did this to you.
Hey, look, you got no right to drag me.
I want to question a potential felon. It's exactly what I'm going to do. Now sit down.
I want a lawyer.
Who, Effley Bailey? How about Johnny Cochran? Nobody can save you this time, Brad.
I still want a lawyer, Jim.
Call the Attorney General for all I care. You do realize, of course, you call a lawyer, you're practically admitting you're guilty.
Jack, I was nowhere near Julia last night when this thing happened.
You know, I got a real good memory of the last time you got drunk and got behind the wheel. Somebody died that night, didn't they? And last night you almost murdered Julia, too.
What happened last night and what happened in Chicago...
You know, as far as I'm concerned, you're a repeat offender. And I'm the cop who's gonna bring you down.
As the world turns.
Now, you better wait a minute. Obviously, she's not up to talking.
I can talk.
All right, if you say so, but just a few minutes. By the way, we tried to reach your family, but there was no answer, and we want to notify
Please don't. It's okay. It's not necessary. My mother's probably traveling now, and I'm okay anyway.
It's your decision.
Julia, last night, what were you doing on that road? How did you get there?
Brad dropped me. I was waiting for Jack, and he didn't get the message about the hayride, so I was walking, and then out of nowhere there were lights, and this car.
Do you remember anything about the car? Do you remember the make, or did you see the driver?
Maybe, but the car was...
As the World Turns is brought to you today by Joy Dishwashing Liquid.
One by one they come, only stopping long enough to leave something behind. Each item piles on top of one another, forgotten by all but remembered by you. But just a spoonful of joy can help. So powerful, you use half the amount you needed with your old liquid to cut through the toughest grease And Joy lasts longer to see you through the whole parade of dishes. So when they return, you'll be ready. Ultra Joy, the little spoonful that does a sinkful. Also an antibacterial for hands.
Tinkle? Wee wee. Piddle. We have a lot of cute names for it. But wetness isn't so cute when it's next to baby skin. That's why there's new Pampers Premium Extra Protection. Amazingly thin. It speeds wetness away faster than the leading regular brand and seals it away better so baby skin stays drier. In fact, more pediatricians recommend Pampers. Tinkle or TT? Not a problem when you pamper the skin they're in.
It's a beautiful...
Bounce gives clothes, linens, and towels a freshness you can't help but notice. Whether you prefer outdoor fresh, gentle breeze, or unscented free. So put a little bounce in your morning and have a beautiful morning.
Zach was a freshman in high school when Roy was born. Surprise. Oh, I was very nervous about the difference in their ages, but he always treats Roy as if he's an equal.
Should we order pizza?
Okay. Roy adores the shirt that Zach gave him. Roy lives in that shirt, so it gets washed a lot. I just want to keep it looking great.
For clothes that get worn a lot, there's Tide. Regular detergents can leave clothes looking old, but Tide helps keep cotton clothes looking newer longer.
Roy feels so close to his brother. They're inseparable.
Now take in the outdoors. Fresh, cool, clean. Introducing Mountain Spring Tide with bleach. It leaves behind a fresh outdoor scent. It's gotta be Tide.
All right, I mean, it wasn't nothing exactly. I've had some dealings with Molly. Yes.
Don't stop now. Lily's gonna love this one.
Don't tell Lily. You can't tell. Look, this is confusion.
No, this is not confusion. I'll tell you what this is. This is just one big unanswered question. You need to tell me exactly what sort of dealings you have going on with Molly. Okay. What about you, Molly? Anything you want to say?
Okay, all right. I have been paying Molly a very, very small sum so that she would agree with the changes that I had the editor make in her novel.
Bull. You've even forgotten how to lie.
It was a very unflattering portrait of you, darling, and Lily, and I didn't want the world to see it.
All right, if I'm not going to get it out of either one of you, then I'll go pay David a visit. Maybe he'll...
No, Holden, you can't go to David. Lucinda, we gotta tell him the truth. The truth is that Lucinda and I are working together. She has been paying me to spy on David for months.
Molly Collins said she was going to be at a book signing, but she never showed. All right? I want to know where she is.
Any ideas where to start looking?
Wherever Holden Snyder is, that's where she'll be.
I followed Snyder.
You'll find him. And I want a full report by this afternoon. That is, if you're interested in being paid, you understand? And don't forget the photos, too. Evidence is everything.
Hey, what is it, Camille? I know you're scheduled to start chemo today.
I haven't gone in yet. This pamphlet, I didn't realize. Oh, God.
Hey, what's got you so upset?
No, I don't know how I didn't know this. You know, I should have known this. I guess when it's not your life, it's not about you. Chemo can make you sterile. We may never have children.
Okay, come on, let's go. You're not going to start any treatment
Ben, I have
today.
an appointment.
Look, forget it.
Dr. Foley is
Look,
waiting.
Dr. Foley will understand. You're not going to start anything that you're not ready for.
Wait, no, wait. Where are you taking me?
Home.
But you have patience, don't you?
Look, my patient is fine. Bob's in there, and if Hal starts asking too many
Hal,
questions...
wait a minute. Is there somebody in there that I know?
Yeah, it's Julia.
Julia, what happened?
She was out on Cold Spring Road by Witch Hollow, hit and run.
Oh, my God.
Look, take it easy. I took good care of her. She's out of danger. Julia will be fine, okay? Let's go.
No, you're her doctor. She needs you to
Right
be
now, the most important thing is getting you home.
Don't you have to tell Bob? There's a nurse's station. I mean, don't you have to...
Don't worry. They already know. Come on.
What is it, Julia? You remembering something? Do you remember who did this to you? Isn't there anything you can tell me? Anything at all?
It was so dark, and the lights in my eyes.
No other cars?
No, but...
The smallest detail, a sound, anything.
It's all a blank.
All right, that's all for today.
Sorry.
You just rest. You get better. Maybe some more will come back to you in a day or two. I'll check in on you later.
Why don't you admit it, Brad? You got drunk and you got behind the wheel just like last time.
No, I told you what happened. I drove Julia and I dropped her off at the farm because you didn't show up.
Yeah, and then what? You got back in that heap of yours and you ran her down, right?
No, I went straight back to yours into your loving arms. Can't you recall
Which
this?
means you got no alibi. Because the same time you were out driving around was when she was hit. So add it up, big brother. Opportunity, means...
You want this to be true, Jack, but you haven't got any proof.
Paint chips, buddy. All over Julia's clothes, same color as your car.
There are a million blue cars on the road.
I got the M.O. of a known culprit, man. Cars, booze, Brad Snyder. It all smells too damn familiar to me.
Jack, what happened last night with Julia has nothing to do with Chicago.
Tell the judge. I'm booking you on suspicion.
No, wait a second here. I know I have the right to a phone call. I want to make that right now.
Oh, that's right. You're hotshot attorneys, right?
I've got a lot of friends here in Oakdale, Jack.
Yeah, some poor rich dame, I bet. Who you got on the hook this time, Brad?
Just let me make my call.
Yeah, be my guest. There's nobody in this town who gives a damn about you.
How about Lucinda Walsh? I'm sorry you didn't know that. I'm living up at her place now.
Man, you always go after the biggest fish, don't you? Talk about repeat offenders. Tell me something. She got any idea her new boy toy is the same guy who murdered his own father?
To announce exciting medical news. Introducing Monistat 1, the one-dose yeast infection treatment from the brand we trust. Monistat 1 is so effective, just one treatment cures a yeast infection. Absolutely nothing works faster. Doctors know the one dose keeps working for days for an effective cure. And it's the only one-dose treatment with the name doctors recommend most. New Monistat 1. One dose from the #1 doctor-recommended brand.
Hey, Diane, what's with the raincoat?
It's for new Rain Clean Pine Sol.
Wow, this smells as fresh as the air after a spring rain.
But it still cleans with the power of Pine Sol.
How did you do that?
I've got connections.
New Rain Clean Pine Sol.
Joe Cool, Princess Leia, Bugs Bunny.
It's going on right now. The Keepsake Ornament Premiere, only at your Hallmark Gold Crown store.
And now Silken Flame Barbie.
For over 200 new ornaments, you know what to look for.
My name is Marjorie. I'm 65 and on Medicare. I use insulin to control my diabetes, and I'm low on my diabetic testing supplies. I should be driving to the drugstore now, but I'm not. Medicare covers my supplies, and I could be filling out these forms now, but I'm not. I could be paying out of pocket for all my daily testing supplies, but I'm not. Thanks again. Liberty Medical does it all for me.
Great news. Now Medicare covers diabetic testing supplies for everyone who tests their blood sugar. Get free home delivery with the cost billed directly to Medicare. You'll have no upfront out-of-pocket expense, no trips to the drugstore, no forms to file.
I could be just a little pressed for time and cash, but I'm not.
For more information on home delivery, call Liberty Medical at 1-800-428-5353. That's 1-800-428-5353. You'll save money and time.
Scarlet comes face to face with her lover's dark side.
She murdered a man.
Now her only hope is red in the unforgettable conclusion of Scarlet, CBS tonight.
She's paying you to spy on David. Since when?
Last winter, right after James had you and Sam hostage. David and I got close, and Lucinda noticed.
Can I ask you something? Why in the hell would you do that?
I needed somebody on the inside, okay? David has taken a blood oath that he'll ruin our family. I needed
could
somebody
ever
inside.
justify joining forces with Molly. Nothing!
Where are you going now?
I want to go talk to my wife about this.
Yes.
It's me.
I can't talk now.
Don't hang up. I only have one phone call.
What do you mean? Where are you?
I'm at the police station. I need you to come down right away.
I'm in the middle of a catastrophe.
Get down here now. Unless you want me to change my story about you and James Stenbeck.
You wouldn't do that.
No, Lily would love to hear that. I'm giving you about 5 minutes.
Sorry. Gotta go.
Wait a minute.
Emergency.
We're not finished yet.
Of course we're not finished. We will talk when I get back, and don't you call Lily yet.
How Pop died has nothing to do with last night.
Oh, no? Well, here's how it lays out. One night a few years back, you got drunk and got behind the wheel and mowed down your own father right in front of his house. Never knew what hit him. See a pattern here, Brad?
What happened that night? You don't know the whole story.
No. What's there to know? You killed our father. You destroyed our family. No one knew a damn thing about it.
Mom was the one who insisted that we try and keep it in between the family.
Mom, you always knew how to play her, didn't you? And it paid off. She didn't want to see one of her own kids going to jail so soon after, so she never told the cops.
That was Mom's decision.
You know, it used to bug me how much I hated my own brother. You know, no matter how many times I tried, I couldn't get over it. And it got to the point that I hated myself so much for hating you. And something like this happens, and I'm glad I feel the same way. Because I should. You're nothing but a lowlife. And I'll never stop hating you. You got that? Never.
Knock yourself out, Jack. Because you're not going to be able to hang anything on me.
What are you going to do, Brad? You going to joke him up and charm him just like always? Wait till Camille hears about this. Wait till Lucinda hears about all the others just like her. It's too bad. Your plans to settle into the good life in Oakdale just got smashed up on the side of the road. You're going to prison, big brother.
Go for it, all right? Just try your damnedest, Jack. Because you are not sending me anywhere.
For all the protection of your dreams, follow your star to Huggies Supreme. Now with even more leak-stopping power, 15% more special absorbent material, a protective dry touch layer that's 40% wider, even leak barriers at the waist. The protection you dreamed of, it's finally come true. Huggies Supreme grants it to you.
Itchy insect bites and ugly rashes can ruin a summer day, but not with Cord-Aid. Its dual action stops the itch and helps heal on contact with a unique formula not even Benadryl has. Cord-Aid Maximum Strength stops the itch, helps heal the rash.
We Italians love one pasta best. Pasta Barilla. Never sticky, never clumpy, but always perfect, always
Al dente.
Pasta Barilla, the #1 love of Italians.
Gee, that oatmeal was little. Yeah. You done with those sausages? You done with them hash browns? Sure. You need some help with that bacon? How'd I get heartburn? All I had was oatmeal. Got any my lantern?
Are you kidding? Aluminum and magnesium? You want Tums. Tums has calcium.
Tums calcium knocks out heartburn fast, then goes to your bones to help keep them stronger, longer.
How about a bag of donuts for the road?
How about a bottle of Tums?
Just for the thrill of it, just for the chill of it, just for the taste of it, just for the feel of it. Diet Coke, the European, this is the place. Diet Coke, this is the best of it. Forget the rest of it, just for the taste of it. Diet Coke.
A thunderous rage.
I'm going to kill you! No!
The devastating aftermath.
If Blake dies, I will fry you.
And an all-out blood feud.
She wanted me as much as I wanted her.
Now someone's going to get blown away.
You know I didn't rape her, Ross. And that's what really scares you.
Oh, if you only knew who. Guiding Light.
Understanding Alzheimer's. Results of 2 important studies provide clues tonight.
Right now. Sit down, put your feet up. I'm gonna make you some tea.
Ben, really, you should get back to the hospital. You don't have to stay.
No. I told you this afternoon, you are my priority.
Ben.
No complaints.
I cannot believe how stupid I've been.
Camille.
I mean it. I mean, not reading these pamphlets, Ben, was pretty stupid.
Do not beat yourself up. These last few weeks have been hell. No wonder you couldn't want to take any more in.
Yeah, but I can't run away from this either. I need to face facts. I can't keep pretending that this cancer isn't going to change everything.
Look, it doesn't have to be like that.
Doesn't it, though? I mean, look, I thought that I would have years to think about kids, to figure out what I wanted to do. Get through med school, then to do a residency, and then when the time was right, when I wanted to have kids, I would think about that. But now I may not have the chance.
Look, this literature says that some women may experience chemically induced menopause, depending on what drugs you take and how much. Now, permanent infertility at your age is very rare.
Yeah, well, so is breast cancer, Ben.
Camille, these brochures have to cover the bases for millions of women. Now, sure, you have to consider your options.
I don't have an option to skip chemo. Not according to Dr. Foley.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be sterile.
It's like I keep thinking about this alien stuff in my body, and I can't believe that this is happening to me. And then I see you, and I think of you teaching Sunday school with those kids. And how they surround you and their faces light up when you talk. It all gets real very quickly, I mean, you're a natural. You're a natural daddy. You're supposed to be somebody's father, and I may not have the opportunity.
Camille, don't.
I'm just saying. But this treatment is the only thing that may save my life. And it may also mean that I may never be able to have your child, Ben.
Gotta hand it to you. You really had me fooled. Really thought that you were falling for that scum. But the whole time you were in cahoots with Lucinda, sleeping with the enemy.
David is not my enemy.
No, but Lucinda is. She does not like you, Molly. Why would you team up with her?
Because nobody else would hire me, okay? I didn't even have a place to live.
Good left town. A lot of people would have paid for that ticket.
Look, I wanted my book published, and Lucinda promised.
It wasn't even the book you wrote.
I didn't know she was going to change it. I didn't even know that she could change it. I was desperate. Besides, nobody else was going to publish it.
So that was worth falling for that creep.
It's not all black and white, Holden. Look, I know that David is a lot like his dad, and that's pretty scary. But there is a whole other side to him.
Yeah, the kinder, gentler side.
Oh, you don't even know what he's like. Okay, you've had the best of everything, but David didn't have a mother and a father that he could count on, that he could depend on. But when he thought that Lucinda was his mother, well, then a whole new world opened up for him. But then when she found out it was a lie and she rejected him, it was like he was thrown right back in the pit where nobody cared about him or thought he was worth anything. And you know what? I know what that feels like. These feelings, they come over you of hate, of love, of passion.
All right, so what are
and
you
they make you
for?
do
You
things.
For a little sympathy
No,
here,
I'm not. I'm not. You know what? I don't expect sympathy from anybody. And neither does David. Maybe that's why we get along so well.
You may think that you have a good thing going with David, but what happens when he finds out that you have betrayed him to Lucinda Walsh?
Yeah.
Found her.
Where is she?
Walsh Estate, out by the pool.
Lucinda's that's impossible.
I'm looking at her right now. Loading my camera, too.
What's she doing?
Can't hear them, but they were having a hot little confab when the son-in-law shows up.
Holden is there. I knew it.
Then La Walsh gets a phone call and takes off like it's the opening of Parliament or something.
All right, Molly is there with Holden alone. I need to know what they're saying.
No can do. They'd spot me for sure. But I can tell you this. Whatever they're talking about, it's pretty intense. If they get any closer, they can swap spit.
Oh, you startled me.
What's going on in there?
Oh, I
I was trying not to listen, really, but I think Jack's about to arrest Brad.
His own brother? What for?
Hit and run. Julia Lindsay.
What's he got for evidence? Forensics hasn't even done the workup yet. Has he found a witness? Well, the good news is Julia's out of the woods. She's gonna make it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I was even able to ask her some questions. I think I'll go give Jack the good news. Hey, sorry to barge in, but I thought you'd want to know right away. Julia's out of the woods.
Thank God. What did Ben say?
He wasn't around, but Bob says she's rallying more every minute.
She remembered anything?
Not yet, but Bob says the swelling's gone down, and once she gets some rest, it may all come back to her. She didn't want us to contact her family, but my guess is she'd want to see you, Jack.
Thanks, Hal. Thanks a lot. You're so damn lucky she's coming through.
Oh, and what? You're all disappointed now you can't pin a murder rap on me?
All right, guys, what's going on?
This is your man, Hal. I saw him at Yo's right after the accident, 3 sheets to the wind. Paint chips on Julia's clothes match his car. Here's the clincher. He's a repeat.
Oh, shut your lousy mouth.
All right. Hold it. That's enough, both of you. Jack, I think I better take it from here until we get some hard evidence from forensics or Julia makes a statement. I think you better cool it with the accusations.
Yeah, Hal, but you don't know this guy.
That's better. Why don't you get over to the hospital, see Julia, okay?
Fine. But don't believe a word that comes out of his mouth, all right? He's as guilty as sin.
Have a seat, Brett. What's this about?
I beats me, it really does. He is convinced that I am the Unabomber, and I guess he wants me to be strung up. Me and Jack, we don't get along, all right? But I had nothing to do with what happened last night.
Were you drunk?
No.
You understand I'm gonna have to ask you some questions?
That is fine by me. Can I get some water first?
Yeah, it's right outside.
So, do you suppose that Jack's right? That Brad's guilty?
Well, Jack sure thinks he is. Depends on the evidence.
You know, if he is guilty, a hit and run is just like a traffic accident, right?
No.
But the person doesn't mean to do it. There's no motive. You don't run somebody over on purpose, and so the person leaves the scene, and it's just a mistake. It's a bad mistake.
Real bad.
Yeah, but since Julia's okay and everything, he could just get off with what, like a rap on the knuckles or something.
Wrong. Big time. Hit and run. The judge has no choice. Nope. Whoever did this is looking at some serious hard time.
Morning. A tranquil time to prepare that perfect cereal breakfast. Grains harvested by hand. Milk fresh from the source. All meticulously arranged.
You've got to be kidding.
Of course. For mornings at your pace, there's new Kellogg's Breakfast Mates with a bowl of your kid's favorite Kellogg's cereal, milk and spoon in one. It's everything you need to make breakfast easier. Kellogg's Breakfast Mates in the refrigerated section.
Every once in a while, something really good happens when you least expect it.
Oh.
Now, many features you'd expect to pay extra for, like air conditioning and power windows, come standard on the new Corolla LE. Value is back. And right now, special leases and low APR financing can make this your lucky day.
Listen, sweetheart, you're gonna behave. So I'm turning up the heat, even though I'll burn you like a piece of toast.
Don't abuse your hair. Infuse your hair with Infusium 23.
If you're like me with fried, damaged hair, Infusium 23 shampoos and conditioners can help take away the burn. Infusium 23 infuses my hair with essential elements to bring it back to life. Check out the difference.
So don't abuse your hair.
Infuse your hair
with Infusium 23.
There is a toothpaste so advanced,
It even works when you're not brushing. Colgate Total protects you throughout the day and also at night. Colgate Total, the brushing's so advanced, it works between brushings.
Do you experience vaginal dryness and need moisture? Vagisil Intimate Moisturizer is like bringing back your own natural moisture with natural aloe and soothing chamomile. Gentle enough to use every day. Vagisil Intimate Moisturizer.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
When Fran's in the house, there's never a dull moment.
It's time to get bomb biggity.
You go, girl. The nanny. Then, she's the queen of style.
I was just about to help my good friend Mr. Ferber with his salad.
With a flair all her own. An all-new style and substance after the nanny, CBS tonight.
Nail Salon Nightmares, a special assignment follow-up tonight.
Today's program is all about ice cream and ice cream cakes, a real showstopper of a dessert. An ice cream watermelon bomb. Next time on Martha Stewart Living.
Today at 2 on CBS 2.
On the next Jackie Collins Hollywood, Lynn Redgrave talks about censorship and the movies.
And suddenly, it became the thing that everybody had to take their clothes off for no reason.
On the next Jackie Collins Hollywood.
Today at 3 on CBS 2.
When you play in Laughlin, you can play at night. Or play during the day. Play indoors. Or out. Play on the water. Or in any of 11 exciting resorts. Just call 1-800-4-LAUGHLIN and you're ready to play the way you like it.
You're disabled, so you can't work anymore. You need your Social Security disability benefits. Better call Binder and Binder, the only national Social Security disability advocates. 1-800-66-BINDER.
The address is CBS. Welcome home.
And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
Okay, so I think I'll go to work.
Thanks. Close enough.
Sure.
So, Brad, Mr. Snyder.
Brad's fine. Listen, Lieutenant, I could save you a lot of time here. Jack and I, we have quite a history.
Save me the backstory. Just tell me about last night, okay?
Whatever you said. I left work early, and I went to Yo's. Julia was there. She was meeting Jack. They were going on a hayride. And it seems that they got their signals crossed on where to meet.
Mm-hmm. How much had you had to drink?
Only a beer and a half. Anyway, after Jack didn't show, I gave Julia a lift up to that hayride.
Witch Hollow Farm?
Right, that's right. And I dropped her off there, because that's where she thought Jack might be, and I left. And I went back to Yo's.
Mm-hmm. And how much did you have to drink then?
When I went, nothing. I didn't stay very long. I went to Camille's place on my way home.
And where is home these days?
I'm staying at Lucinda Walsh's pool house. I'm fixing up her West Wing in my spare time.
I see.
Hello, Brad Snyder, please. I want to see Brad
Looks like
Snyder.
she knows how to find you in a
I
hurry.
demand to see him immediately.
Same here, Lucinda.
Ah. Now, what is this all about? I was in the middle of something very important.
There was a hit and run last night. You're my alibi.
Last night, a hit and run. Who? Where?
Julia Lindsay on the old country road.
Who would do such a cowardly thing?
Well, some people seem to think that that would be me.
Last night? No, that's impossible, because you were at my estate. I saw you.
You see? Tell the lieutenant, was I drunk?
No, you were stone cold sober. You were swimming in the pool, as I recall it. Lap after lap after lap.
You see, I told you this, Lieutenant. I took Julia there to the farm. I dropped her off. I went back to Yo's. I ran into Jack. I walked away from yet another fight with him. After which I stopped at Camille's, went back home, went swimming, and Lucinda saw everything after that. Am I right?
Yes, everything.
So can anyone place me at the scene of the accident? Not yet. And nobody is going to, because I didn't do it. And Julia will confirm this when she's feeling better. I can guarantee that. Can I go now?
Not quite yet. Jack's one of my best men. He's made a serious accusation. I'm gonna have to read the reports, check with forensics, make sure he didn't forget to tell me something. You're in no big hurry to get back to work, are you?
This is no way to build a church. But, you want me to stick around, I'll stick around.
It'll only take a minute, I promise.
I believe that we are even now.
Like I said.
Tit for tat.
The only difference is, you see, what was on that videotape with you and James? You are guilty. I'm not.
Why? You didn't need me to come here. Why did you bother even calling me?
Maybe I wanted to see how much you cared.
I came down because we had a deal.
Maybe you came down because it was something more. Maybe you wanted to come.
No, Holden. Promise me you won't tell David about me and Lucinda because he'll go crazy, okay? He'll come after me. He could even kill me.
That's right, Molly. That's because you're playing with fire here. So why bother? I don't get it. What's in it for you?
David and I, we had fun together. He's a kick, you know? He's unpredictable, and he likes to do the screwiest things, just like a kid. Until this stupid family feud kicked in with the Walshes against the Stenbecks.
Yeah, well, that feud has been going on for a long time. It started with James Stenbeck years ago.
Look, all I know is that when David is not obsessed with getting back at Lucinda, he's like someone that I could really be with, that I could have a future with.
So what are you telling me, that you've really fallen for this guy?
Maybe. Not the way he is right now, but yeah, maybe. You know, if you and Lucinda would just back off and let him have a couple rounds.
What, things would be different? Ah, Molly, that's pathetic.
No, Holden, please. Promise me you won't tell him.
Look, the next time I see David Stenbeck, we won't be talking, okay?
Don't try anything. You gotta promise me that you won't try anything. Holden.
Molly, what, because he's unpredictable? Don't worry, I'm not afraid of David Stenbeck.
No, would you listen to me? Holden, I am trying to tell you that he is angrier now than ever, and you should be afraid of him.
How long is it going to take to get those pictures developed?
Not that long. A couple hours, maybe.
Get them to me as soon as you can. Damn it! Damn it, hold it. That is the last time I'm going to hurt myself over that SOB. And Molly, I hope you're on your way because I have a little surprise for you.
One. What is this you bring me, foot soldier?
A Hanes Cushion Crew sock, my liege. Very thick and comfortable, sire. How does it feel?
Can we duplicate this?
Many have tried. All have failed.
Very well, then. Go forth and bring back one Hanes sock for each of us.
Why is it always just one?
Stop. You may never buy a window cleaner again.
Why not?
Because now there's an all-purpose cleaner that does windows, too. New 409 Glass and Surface. Great on greasy messes, streak-free on glass.
I like that.
New 409 Glass and Surface.
These fries are delicious. Are you sure I can eat these?
Yeah, they're low fat. Got the recipe from Pam.
Pam? I don't know her, but I like her.
Pam really cooks.
Joan London for Claret.
In my line of work, you've got to be ready. Ready to hit your mark. That's why my doctor prescribed Claret and Ready tabs for my seasonal allergies. It dissolves on your tongue without water, so you can take it anytime, any place. One tablet means 24-hour non-drowsy relief from seasonal allergies, and it's safe for children as young as 6. There's a low occurrence of side effects, including headache, drowsiness, fatigue, and dry mouth.
Action.
Talk to your doctor about Claret and Ready tabs. Call 1-800-Claritin.
Hi, honey.
I'm at the game with Chip.
Honey, I'm at the game with
I'm
Bob.
gonna be late, okay?
I'm gonna be late.
I love you.
Really? How nice.
Hey, Bob, you gonna stay out late? You gotta get Rubbermaid. Hey, tomorrow night, doubleheader.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Rubbermaid. Ideas that last.
Thanks, this was nice.
Plenty. You want more?
No, that's fine.
Hey, I got an idea. How about we get some takeout and we take a drive up to the lake?
No, I don't think so.
How about a movie? There's something new playing.
You're being very sweet. And thank you, but I don't think a drive or a movie is going to take my mind off of what's really going on here today.
Camille.
No, it's okay. I mean, I've been pushing this cancer and everything that has to do with it out of my head for too long.
Yeah. But you don't just have to think about the bad side.
I know. Live for the moment, count your blessings. I mean, that's what I'm always trying to do. I mean, I prided myself on being able to do that. I don't know, maybe it's because I've had to slow down that I'm realizing, I mean, I do have these flashes of things that I want or dreams, I don't know. I just never let myself think about it too much.
Hey, we gotta have our dreams. They help keep us going.
Yeah. I've been having this one a lot lately. It's about you and me. And, we're sitting in these folding chairs on this beautiful, big green lawn, and it's a beautiful sunny day. And you're in a great suit, looking very handsome. Just this smile on your face, you just look proud, you know? And you reach over and you take my hand and you squeeze it really tight. And, I don't know, the longest time I couldn't figure out what we were doing, you know, why were we on this lawn? But then today I had one of those flashes, you know, and it all made sense. It was our daughter's graduation, and she was getting her diploma with honors. It didn't take her 10 years to do it, not like me, so.
That's a beautiful dream.
Yeah, it is. I just wish that I didn't have it, because now I don't think I can make it come true.
Oh, Camille, look, you can't think that way. The whole point of dreams like that is to make them come true.
Yeah, well, Ben, when your body quits on you, it's not...
And look, you came through that surgery like a champ. Now, I may not agree with Dr. Foley on all the specifics, but you are going to beat this cancer 100%. I know it.
Don't you want to have kids, though?
Sure, someday. When the time is right, if the Lord wills. But don't you give up on our dream. You want to know what my dream is? It's to be right here with you today. And I'm going to work on that dream every day for the rest of my life. And I'm going to make it come true every day. But I got to have your help. So you with me?
Always. I don't know. You know, I guess this is a dream. I mean, I'm alive.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm with you, talking about stuff that really matters. You are so good to me, and I can't believe I ever tried to get through all this stuff by myself.
Those days are over. From now on, I'm going to be right here with you. And we're going to dream about our future and everything we want. And we're going to make those dreams come true.
Well, I'm glad to see that you're so alert. But we'll be monitoring you very closely for a while. They're getting a room ready for you.
You'll be traveling with a lot of hardware, though.
My tube stays, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, after the episode this morning, we think it's advisable. The catheter is a good indicator in case something should go wrong.
I guess I'm lucky you decided to stick it in there. Thanks.
Well, don't thank me. That was Dr. Harris's decision.
Oh, I owe him one. Where is he?
Dr. Harris is temporarily on a leave of absence. Well, there'll be some people in here, and they'll take you to your room. But if you need anything, you just have the nurse page Dr. Stewart or myself.
Thanks.
She's doing fine, a lot better than I expected.
Oh, is she awake? Can I go see her?
I think that's a good idea.
Thanks.
I know. Me too. It's kind of creepy.
Julia.
So I guess the shoe's on the other foot now.
What?
Chicago. Remember? I waited on you hand and foot. It's payback time.
Hey, you shouldn't talk so much.
You know, a swollen brain is a lot more important than
Septicemia. Yeah, it's a lot more serious, too. That's why you need your rest.
I have a bone to pick with you. You forgot the hayride.
Oh, you know, you're lying here with a tube coming out of your head, all these gadgets and meters and everything, and you're still busting my chops.
What are you gonna do to stop me?
Well, I'm gonna give you the best damn recovery anyone's ever heard of. Like anything you want. Candy bars, flowers, anything. I know. I'll get some video games. We'll hook it up and we'll start playing.
Boring. Boy stuff. I was thinking like lobster dinners and foot rubs and...
And what? Say it.
Like the first night we met. Sing to me. There's something sweet.
I'll sing every damn song I know. Yeah. I'll sing and sing and sing until you tell me to shut up.
Hi.
Where have you been all day?
Book signing. I told you that. Hey.
You must have signed a lot of books.
Yeah, I did. There was actually a really nice crowd there. And then they asked me to stay and sign more books, but I told them I had writer's cramp.
I've got to hand it to you. You're devoting a lot of time and energy to that book.
Well, I have to. I mean, it's not every day you get a book published.
It's not every day you find out who really cares about you and who doesn't.
Huh?
You are going to find out who really cares about you.
What?
I've got a little surprise for you. I hope you like it.
Give your cat Purina Cat Chow. Balanced nutrition for a healthy, active life.
Joe Cool, Princess Leia, Bugs Bunny.
It's going on right now. The Keepsake Ornament premiere only at your Hallmark Gold Crown store.
And now Silk and Flame Barbie.
For over 200 new ornaments, you know what to look for.
You can't blame them. They try. But what does a guy know about a period? He hands me Tylenol? That proves he doesn't get it. It's not enough. I need Midol for the headache, cramps. I feel like a blimp. Midol's just as strong on pain, but it does more than Advil or Tylenol because it's got something extra to help bloating and fatigue too. Midol, because your period's more than a pain. I gotta lighten up on these boys.
Around here, we sure do like our salad. And the people who make craft dressings figured that some of those new tastes we've all discovered would make really good dressings. Like creamy Parmesan Romano. It's their new special collection. They're all new, but they're all craft. Just because we've grown up on Catalina doesn't mean we don't like a good balsamic vinaigrette when we taste it.
Pass the bread, please.
I guess they just know what we like. New or not, around here, the dressing is craft.
Whether you're working out, working hard, or making changes, one thing is for certain. Centrum has your nutrition needs covered. And that's something that'll make you feel good about yourself. With Centrum, you benefit from what science is discovering about how vitamins and minerals help maintain health, unlock energy, and strengthen immunity. Centrum, always complete from A to Zinc.
You better get back to the hospital. You missed half your shift already.
Don't sweat it.
Seriously, look, I know your hours, and I know you've got someone covering for you. Besides, the review board keeps...
Review board?
Yeah, they keep track of all the doctor's hours. Trust me, I used to have to type up those stupid reports, so you better get going.
Yeah, all right.
Hey,
Hey, Ben. I just wanted to say, thanks for everything that you did for me today and everything that we said. It means the world to me. And I'm gonna take your advice and clear out my head and make room for all the dreams that I can possibly dream. And in a couple days, I will go and speak to Dr. Samuels and see what our chances are at having children and see what the risks are and what the options are, and that way I'll be better prepared for chemo the next time.
I love you. Yeah, I won't be too long.
Okay. Now, you're gonna check on Julia, right? Because I want to know all the details.
Sure.
Well, I'm sure she's just fine. I mean, she's got the best doctor in the world, Ben Harris.
I got it bad for you, girl. I don't need no cure. Girl, you keep me addicted, but can't be sure. All the good love when we're all alone. Give it up, girl. Yeah, you turn me on. I am hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. With me.
Oh, you look like hell.
Yeah, well, you know, the past 24 hours haven't been a cakewalk for me either, you know.
Yeah. Are you worried about me?
No, it wasn't just that.
You want to talk about it?
No, you gotta get your sleep now. Anyways, my problems are, they're all over now. For good this time. You close your eyes, okay?
You should go home and get some rest.
No, forget about that. I'm not going anywhere. Never again.
You think I came rushing down here because I find your charms irresistible?
Maybe.
I'm a very suspicious woman, and there's more to you than meets the eye.
And you got a very good look at me last night. Did you like what you saw? Are you blushing?
I haven't blushed in years.
Really? That's too bad. But you still got down here pretty fast for a very suspicious woman.
As I said, we had a deal.
That's right, our pretend love affair, huh?
Of course, the West Wing does need some work. You ought to remember that.
I do. It's a lot more work than just the West Wing. Are you sure I can't entice you to a midnight swim?
Okay, you're free to go. I don't know what Jack's problem is, but we've got nothing to link you conclusively with the accident.
Like I said.
Yet. So don't leave town.
I'm kind of getting to like it here. You'll know where to find me, officer.
So I guess that's it, huh? Case closed. I mean, with no evidence on Brad and Julie being okay and everything, I guess this is just one of those things you put in a file and mark unsolved, right?
Wrong, big time. You kidding? Hit and run? It's right next to attempted murder. No, with a case like this, something always shows up. Witness comes forward, some little piece of evidence on the side of the road. Can you imagine leaving a woman in the dirt, not knowing if she was going to live or die? That really makes my skin crawl.
Hey, Hal. How much time would a person do for something like that?
I don't know. Could be 10 years. Of course, it would be a lot less. The judge would reduce the sentence if the perp turned himself in.
A surprise. For me. What kind of surprise?
I have come to a decision.
David, you're making me really uncomfortable.
Relax. It'll all be over soon. You can forget about the novels, the parties, the signings. You won't have to worry about anything anymore. It'll all be different.
David.
And I'll sleep a lot easier.
What are you talking about?
This? That's right. Put it on. We're going to be married.
It's 6:10. Wake her up, Marvin. I'm starving.
Okay, Chuck. Okay.